Hey, what's up guys? It's Eclipse here, and today we are back with 20 more glitches in Call of Duty Mobile. If you saw my previous video, I uploaded 20 awesome glitches in secret spots, and in that video, I explained that I had 20 more glitches, and that's what we'll be posting today. Now, if you enjoy this glitching series and you want me to continue it in the future, just show some support down below, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on those post notifications, because if you enjoy videos like this, you're definitely going to enjoy my other content. With that being said though, let's not waste any time and get right on in with the glitches. So glitch number 1 is coming to Hijacked, and I do want to give credit because all of the multiplayer glitches were found by a YouTuber named Intense Reality, so big shout out to this guy. But this glitch on Hijacked is gonna let us breach through the wall and have an awesome wall breach. In order to do this, come exactly where I am on the map, and you need to plant your shield so it's fully expanded at the top of this ladder. Once the shield is placed here, jump down, climb up the ladder, and then boom! You're outside of the map. I will play this back a few times. Essentially though, when you climb the ladder and you reach the top, your character tries to mantle the shield and the game kind of glitches out and it just sends you right through the wall. If you get the shield placement exactly as I do, every single time you climb up this ladder, it is just gonna put you through the wall. Once you do this glitch once, it is super easy to replicate, and I definitely recommend you try it out. Moving on to the next glitch, this is coming to Kill House, so you will need your shield again, but you want to plant it on this little crate exactly as I do. Once the shield is planted, mantle your way on top of the shield, and from there, you can actually jump onto this wall. Once you're on top of it, you can feel free to move around the edge of it and actually weasel your way in the corner. This spot makes you pretty obvious, but I've never actually seen anyone up here, and I just think it's pretty damn awesome. Now, this next secret spot on Kill House is probably pretty common, but I personally didn't know about it until the enemy was camping here, and I thought it was the biggest coward spot ever, so I did want to include it here. But if you have this spawn, there's actually like this little piece of cover here to where you can just camp, and if you're using a sniper, you can zoom all the way to the enemy spawn. You can look through the stairs and pick off enemies, and from the enemy's point of view, you will not be able to see yourself at all. So if you haven't tried this spot out either, do this in your next game of Frontline or TDM because it's super stupid. Now, moving on to the next map, here we have 2 awesome wall breaches on Summit, and then we have an interesting hiding spot. Pause! I would like to briefly interrupt today's video to promote my product Godly Grip. I've mentioned this in previous videos, so I will make this promotion pretty quickly, but on godlygrip.com, I do sell mobile gaming triggers that attach to your device to make first-person shooters easier on your phone. These triggers work with all devices, they work with all games, and they're guaranteed to improve your overall gaming experience. So if you're interested in the Godly Grip gaming triggers, go on over to godlygrip.com. Moving on to Hijack though, come exactly where I am, climb on top of these little crates in the corner. Once you're up here, disconnect your Wi-Fi and reconnect it, and once you're reconnected to the game, you're now going to be breached through the wall and you can actually look through the side of this building. The second glitch on Summit is another wall breach, so come where I am, climb on top of these crates in the corner, and once you're here, disconnect your Wi-Fi, reconnect it, and once you're reconnected to the game, you're now going to be able to look through the ceiling and look straight towards the enemy spawn. And what makes this spot so damn broken is that you can actually shoot enemies through the wall. And now the final secret spot on Summit is actually right next to this wall breach, so you want to climb on this rail and walk on the side of this oil tank. Now, I thought this corner was pretty good in itself, but you can actually jump on top of this oil tank and stand on this mini roof. Now, when you're playing Summit, there is an enemy spawn right next to this, so if you want to get up here, camp, and just try to spawn trap the enemy, that can be a very effective way to get some easy kills. Now, moving on to the next map, here we are on Crash, so come where I am, and you want to plant your shield on this car exactly as I do. From here, you can climb on top of the shield, and then you can jump onto the garage ledge. If you're in Domination, there's a flag right here. If you're in TDM or Frontline, the enemies spawn here, so this spot may be effective for you. Moving on to the next map, Standoff, this first secret spot is right by the tractor, so climb on top of it, and then you can jump on top of the fence. This is a super easy spot to get get into, and it is very practical because in Search and Destroy, there's a bomb site right next to it, and even if you're in respawn game modes, I can guarantee you can get a whole bunch of easy kills here. Now this next secret spot is right by the meat shop, so just climb up on this wall and you can do a little sprint jump and land on top of this lamp. If you have a sniper and you're up here, you can easily scope down Main Street and get some easy kills, not to mention you're right next to the alleyway where a lot of enemies like to rush. Switching on over to firing range, this first spot is pretty easy. You just want to do a sprint jump and you can actually land on the scaffolding of this building. From here, you can feel free to walk around the ledge and position yourself properly. B flag and domination is in the middle of the map, and not too many enemies will expect you to be up here, so since it's so easy to get into, you should for sure try this out in public matches. Now the next spot is right next to that one. You can actually climb on top of these wooden crates and actually get on this weird ledge. If you're playing Search and Destroy, there's a bomb right around the corner, and sometimes the enemies like to rush your spawn, so if you're camping just waiting for an enemy, you can easily pick them off guard. And now the next spot on firing range is like the hardest glitch I've ever done in COD Mobile. So you have to climb on this, jump on over to the target, from the target you jump back where you came, and from here you can get on this weird scaffolding. If you can master this glitch, then it can be effective in actual games, but if you're ever just bored in a private match, this is a fun one to test out. Moving on over to the next map, Crossfire, come to this half of the map, come upstairs in this building, and there's actually just a little ledge you can walk on. Now this ledge is pretty decent because you can peek out, zoom into the enemy spawn, you can look into the butcher shop, which a lot of enemies like to run through and camp inside, and if you have a sniper, you can easily take advantage of this spot. Now if you are on the downstairs half of this building, come to the little hole in the wall, disconnect your Wi-Fi and reconnect it, and once you're reconnected to the game, you're now successfully breached through the wall. Now we're now going to be moving on over to some zombies glitches, and this first glitch was found by Chronix on YouTube, and it's going to let you get 3 guns inside of zombies. So it's pretty easy to do. The first step is you need to have a death machine power up on the ground. Now before you pick up the death machine, pull out your knife, buy the mystery box. As the box is giving you a weapon, you have to pick up the death machine, and once you have the death machine equipped, you go and pick up your gun from the box. This totally confuses the game, and once your death machine runs out, instead of having a knife, you're actually gonna have a third gun in that knife slot. This glitch is super easy to do, and it is very practical for regular matches of zombies. Next up, we are moving on over to prop hunt, and the prop hunt glitches were found by a YouTuber named Cerberusky, so full credit goes to him. But the first map we have standoff, and this is similar to a glitch I posted the other day, but hop into this dumpster, and from there you can get on this interesting ledge. More often than not, the enemy isn't going to expect you to be up here, and then an even better secret spot on standoff is back by the tractor. So hop up on this haystack and you can actually wedge yourself between the tractor and the haystack. The enemy 100% won't be able to see you here, and this spot is super easy to get into, so you should definitely try it out. Moving on over to our next map for prop hunt, Crash. This first glitch is going to let you get on top of a roof, so in order to do this, just come to this big palm tree here and keep on jumping. Just keep on jumping and jumping and jumping, and eventually you'll get to the top of the palm tree, and then you can do a little jump on over to the roof. Once you're up here, the enemy won't be able to see you, they won't be able to shoot you, and the only way they can take you out is with a grenade. And now the second spot on Crash is near the previous garage glitch that I showed you earlier. So just enter the downstairs of this building and you can hop up in the corner. It is very hard to be seen here and you can easily survive the round. And now moving on to the final spot in today's video, this was found by iFerg. So just come to the garage on raid and you can actually hop up behind this TV, and at first you can be seen, but you can actually crouch down a little bit, and now you're completely behind this monitor and it is very hard to be seen. More often than not, the enemy isn't going to come to the very back of the spawn and look behind this, so this is another really easy spot to get into that is very effective. Now, that was the final glitch for today's video. If you made it this far, you definitely enjoyed it, so show some support down below, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on those notifications, because since you made it all the way to the end of this video, you'll definitely enjoy my other content. So guys, this has been Eclipse. Thank you for watching today's video, and peace out.